There's something a lot of men are quietly realizing about dating today. You can be respectful. You can be loyal. You can work hard, treat people well, and genuinely want a real relationship, and still feel like you're losing. Meanwhile, we watch men who lie, manipulate, and play games somehow succeed in dating. So eventually a question starts creeping into our minds. If being a good man isn't enough, then what actually matters? This is the part nobody really explains to us. Because the truth is, good men aren't failing in dating because they're good. They're struggling because nobody ever taught us how modern dating actually works. And once we understand that, everything starts to make a lot more sense. A lot of us grew up hearing the same advice. Be a good man, treat women with respect, work hard, be loyal, and eventually the right person will come along. Now here's the thing. Those values are not wrong. Respect, loyalty, and integrity still matter. But what many of us slowly discovered is that those qualities alone don't create attraction. They create trust. They create stability. But attraction and stability are not the same thing, and when we don't understand that difference, we end up confused when dating doesn't go the way we expected. A lot of men think being good means always being available, never disagreeing, always putting her needs first, trying to prove our value constantly. But that's not actually confidence, that's approval seeking. And most of us eventually learn that people are rarely attracted to someone who is trying too hard to be liked. Not because kindness is unattractive, but because self-respect is attractive. The men who tend to succeed in dating aren't always better people, but they usually understand something important. They don't try to earn validation, they assume their value already exists. Dating today is not the same world our parents grew up in. Technology changed everything. Social media, dating apps, unlimited options. Now everyone is constantly comparing, swiping, evaluating. And when options feel endless, people often become more selective, a lot of times even unrealistic. For many men, this creates a strange experience. We might feel like we're doing everything right, but still struggling to even get a real chance. That doesn't mean something is wrong with us. It just means the environment has changed, and most men were never taught how to navigate it. When dating repeatedly goes nowhere, a lot of men internalize it. We start asking ourselves, am I not attractive enough? Am I not successful enough? Am I just not good enough? Over time, that can slowly chip away at confidence. Some men become bitter, some become withdrawn, and some eventually stop trying altogether. Not because they hate women, not because they don't want love, but because rejection without understanding eventually exhausts anyone. The answer isn't becoming cold, manipulative, or playing games. That path usually just creates more damage. Instead, the shift is learning a few important things many of us were never taught. Self-respect matters just as much as kindness. You don't need to chase someone who isn't choosing you. Boundaries matter. Being a good man doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Confidence matters. And real confidence comes from building a life that feels meaningful with or without a relationship. Ironically, when a man stops trying to prove his value, that's often when people start noticing it. Here's something important we should remember. The world doesn't need fewer good men. It needs stronger ones. Men who are kind, but not desperate. Men who respect others, but also respect themselves. Men who understand their worth without needing constant validation. Dating might feel confusing right now, but confusion isn't failure. Sometimes it's just the beginning of understanding something deeper. And once we learn those lessons, we stop chasing approval and start building the kind of life that attracts the right people naturally.